Huh? Wow. My Q&A got to 100 views. I guess it's high time to make a sequel. That'll either surpass the original or completely flop. This is a good idea. Let's do it. Wait. Hold on. Pump the brakes. I can't just do a Q&A unprompted. Hang on, I made it to 80 subscribers. That's right, bitches. Jay's back. Hello, bonjour, adios, everyone. A few weeks ago, I made a post announcing a Q&A for an opportunity to ask me one or a few questions. And you all did not disappoint. Oh, yeah. You all answered questions just great. Anyways, let's head on over to YouTube and answer some of these. Super Luigi Bros,
which is actually MK's alt. You're not fooling anybody.
asked, what was your favorite game that you streamed so far, and which one of your videos was your favorite to make? Well, I don't exactly have a favorite game that I've streamed, but I do have a few to pick. Let me give you a rundown. Donut County, Rock of Ages, Banjo-Kazooie, Dolmere, Cuphead, Poppy Playtime, Stanley Parable, and last but certainly not least, Night in the Frickin' Woods. Now, does that answer your question? I really hope it does, because I cannot hear you yelling at me through your screen. As for the video that was most fun to make, I personally had the most fun making my mockumentary, although if I wasn't such a wuss, it would have been so much better. And I guess my channel's trailer was also pretty fun. The local church let me film on their property. It had good writing. Baby Broshi asked, when is the 70-star speedrun? Never! He also asked, why did you start your YouTube channel? Well, originally I started to show my wonderful art off to the wonderful world of the internet. I was so stupid back then. Mr. Fuzzy Flippers,
Who was actually Seth from my FCKP. You're not fooling anybody.
asked, what piece of media inspired your interest in animation, if any specific one exists? Well, I guess art has been a hobby of mine since I was like 9. Eventually, it became more prominent in my teenage years, but there comes a time in a kid's life when their parents must sit them down and say, enough is enough. My parents clearly never got that memo, which is why I never grew out of that hobby. As for my inspirations, I actually used to have a short that actually got deleted, but in this short, I talked about my inspirations, and if I'm remembering correctly, I had Natural Habitat shorts, Let Me Explain Studios, Ed's World, and oh come on, I swear there was like 2 more, but I can't remember them for the life of me. This is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. As for the force that keeps me going while making these videos is looking at my friends and going,
Oh, I'll get to their ranks. If it kills me.
Supersofts asked, do you plan to upload to your Newgrounds again? It's actually funny that he asked that, because I posted a few times on Newgrounds the same exact day he asked that. Yes! Maybe. I don't know. Newgrounds kind of makes me feel bad about myself sometimes. So much talent, so much good-looking art. It just makes me turn to myself and go, why can't you be like that?
You're a fucking disappointment.
Also, it's kind of barren on my Newgrounds, so not many people visit it. My usual notifications on that site are Superchofts replying to an art I made 3 months ago, stuff like that. I tried to make my art better just for Newgrounds, and for it, no change. So I just sort of eventually stopped and focused my art towards my YouTube. Not this one, my other 2 YouTube channels, like my thumbnails for my gaming channel, some of the frames for my animations on my 3rd channel. He also asked, do you plan on work on animation films in the future with proper animation software? Yeah, when they become cheap, it's so good. Also, what, do you not like my 1x1 frame animations? What? This is all I'm good at. This is all I'm worth around here. Like, I'm sorry if you don't like them, but like, I'm not gonna change. They're not gonna change anytime soon. Monka Bonka,
Who's actually Monica? You can't fool me!
asked, would you eat a driver's license? Huh. I've been there. I've already eaten that. Jaden the underpaid secretary asked, who's that friend your 3rd channel is dedicated to? Well, you probably don't know him. I suppose I could tell you his name since I know he don't watch my videos. There's a slight chance that he might watch it since I know he's been He's been starting on that basically. We'll just refer to him as TB. And basically, TB, he's just a little bit negative. Always talking about how bad the world is, and yeah, I don't really like it. See, now I understand that's the real world, but like if I'm hanging out with like friends and stuff like my family, I don't like that. Let me enjoy my moments and let me get stressed out by the world on my own. Anyways, so I sort of made a third channel to help others take a break from the words that hurt the soul, removing doubts from the mind. Sorry, Persona 3, and that's where my third channel comes from. Torrent or Bumper Dog, whatever. They asked, "What is your ideal type?" I actually don't know. I found myself to be attracted to almost everything. Girls, guys, black, white, smart, strong. Basically, if they know how to treat an artistic like me with respect and kindness, I'm not necessarily picky. If you think that's you, call me at 555-9292. All right, that's enough from the YouTube questions. Let's move on to the Newgrounds questions. Oh no. I have come to answer questions and tell corny jokes. And I'm all out of jokes. Crypt1C Phantom, or Cryptic Phantom, asked, "Is your mom single?" 555-2929. Okay, I don't know how to read this name. Kyo G or Key Zero G. I'm sorry. Asked, "Can you do a backflip?" No. Do you prefer coffee or tea? I think you know the answer to that. And to those who don't know, ask the people who do. Would you date the pi number? Hell no. It's too long. Screw it, because I won't. Old School Kiko asked, "What is your favorite food?" Well, when I was 14 years old, I decided that things where I can't decide what my favorite things were, such as food, movies, music, and video games, I decided that instead of having one direct favorite, I just have a list of things from those categories that I like a bit better than others. But if I did have an answer, I would say my white mom's version of an Asian food. That would be her chop suey. Alright, looks like I'm out of questions for today. Oh well, this video is long enough to feed Billy's wallet, so I'm okay with that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two about me, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Today, why is everything one frame by one? This animation sucks.
Hey, come on, man, it's supposed to be charming.
I think it looks cheap.